Last week, Wall Street closed in the green. Investors returned to the U.S. equity market after the publication of encouraging data on retail sales in the United States for September. Besides, the upbeat report on the U.S. Consumer Confidence Index for October also brought bulls back to the market. Nevertheless, the pessimistic mood prevailed during the last trading week. The sharp rise at the end of the week was not enough to recoup all the losses incurred earlier. At the end of the week, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed around 28,553, which was 0.33% below the opening price. Among the macroeconomic reports unveiled last week, there were negative ones too. For instance, U.S. manufacturing PMI contracted significantly. It came as a surprise for economists, and this is why so many analysts call for the adoption of the new relief package, as the coronavirus consequences are still weighing on the U.S. economy. However, U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin is sure that another stimulus package for the coronavirus-ravaged economy is likely to be forged only after the presidential race. The Nasdaq 100 ended the week almost unchanged despite a sharp rise in Tuesday and a dramatic fall on Thursday. It finished the week at 11,852. The broad-based S&P 500 index, which tracks 500 major companies listed on U.S. stock exchanges, suffered serious losses due to the lack of progress in negotiations between Democrats and Republicans over the stimulus package. It ended the week at 3,408 points, down by 2.7%. Among the worst-performing stocks, Apple's shares turned lower during the iPhone 12 presentation. By the end of the week, the price per share was just $119. Stock market experts say that such negative dynamics are not surprising. As a rule, shares drop after the presentation but gain momentum during the start of sales. Meanwhile, shares of Pfizer rose after the news that the company would apply to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for emergency approval of its COVID-19 vaccine as soon as it reached safety benchmarks. Pfizer points out that the vaccine is expected to be ready as early as November. The company's stocks grew by 2.84% over the week. Boeing may win back some of its losses. Investors welcomed the news that the European Union's Aviation Safety Agency had declared Boeing's 737 MAX aircraft safe to fly. You've watched Weekly Financial Review with me, Anna Kasatkina. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to always keep track of all the latest financial events together with us on InstaTV. See you back soon.